Hello and welcome back to the channel. I just thought I'd come out into the garden briefly. I'm not staying here long because it's rather chilly, but we had our first frost overnight, so I'm just going to have a look around at the garden and see whether there's anything else I need to put to bed for the winter time. As you can see, the hydrangea is quietly sat there in its dormant state, and it will stay there till the new year. And this lovely Daphne is already starting to get its tiny little blooms. That will come out very early in the new year and we'll have some lovely scent. The fuchsias I've cut back. The daylilies have been cut back and next year's blooms are starting to come through. The wallflowers, well, they just sit there and do their thing. Some of this has now gone into its dormant state. We come through to some of the vegetables. Sweets, well, we have some sweets there. We're not sure how good they'll be, but we will dig those up at some point. Some carrots. I think the only thing the carrots are going to be good for is really for soup. We have some wintergreens, not many this year because they all got eaten by various things, but the wintergreens will be quite happy sat there with frost all over them. They look quite nice this morning. The rhubarb, well, that's got its winter coat on, as I put it. We put grass over the top of the crown to keep it frost free, and that'll also act as a mulch. Sorry about this, this is a little bit jumbled here because we haven't had time to get to it yet. But if you look here, there are some really nice holly berries coming there, so that'll be nice to bring in around Christmas time to add to the decorations. And of course, when it comes to winter time, there's nothing quite like leeks, and they will taste all the more sweet for having a bit of frost on them. As you can see, Dax is still doing the patrolling. This ground is now clear of vegetables, and when it's dry enough, we will undoubtedly dig that over. We have the last of the cabbages there. That'll just get dug in. When it comes to flowers, well, most of the flowers have now gone over. There were some plants here, geraniums here, but I took them in yesterday, and I will show you what I did with those, but they are wrapped up ready for the winter. Now, I'm not sure if I've done it right or not, but this is what I've done with the geraniums, as suggested by various people when I checked on Google, so who knows. But anyway, here we are. I've taken them out of the planter and I've cut them back. I've wrapped them in some paper, which is recycled paper, and they've gone into a cardboard box, which I saved from some of the bits and pieces in the summer. And we'll see how that goes. What I did with my begonias was I've actually covered them just to keep the top clear of frost, because we've had such a late season with the begonias this year, and it would be a terrible shame to lose them or to have to cut them back. So they're going to sit there until they finish flowering. I've done something similar with the ones out the front. We are very lucky down here in the southwest in that we get winters, obviously, but we get frost. We get snow occasionally, but we don't have it anywhere near as cold and as deep as a lot of other parts of the country. So a lot of the things that people elsewhere might be putting away for the winter, we don't have to here. So hopefully that's most of it done for this year, but we will obviously keep an eye on the weather and see how it goes. Last but not least, I thought I'd leave you with pictures of my cactus. Here in the UK we call them Christmas cactus, although I know in other places they would probably refer to this as a Thanksgiving cactus. These are some of the babies. They've been in full flower now for the last, 3 weeks. So they're doing extremely well. And this is the mother plant. And as you can see, not only are the blooms out completely now, but there are also one or two that are still yet to bloom. Isn't that lovely? If you've enjoyed this video, then please like, subscribe and hit that notification bell.